at 6, the Fergerson Cemetery in Guyton may not be large, but it and those laid to rest there have a big story to tell. A story that's been kept alive because of a small group of people who volunteer to keep it clean and look deeper into its history. The cemetery is right behind Guyton Elementary School along Highway 17. Our Sam Bauman met with this group to find out why there seems to be so much life in that cemetery.
Fergerson Cemetery has been here, you can see from the headstones, since the 1800s.
Nearly 200 years of history, all right in one place.
All of our ancestors from Guyton are buried here.
Pearl Powell Boynes, Robert Hunter, and Lucy Powell not only have ancestors in this cemetery, but a lifetime of memories as well.
This place is a part of my heritage, a part of my life.
Memories that bring them joy.
That was a play day for a lot of us because a lot of kids came with their parents, so we would hoe a little bit, rake a little bit, and we'd play more, you know. So it used to be a fun day.
Memories that remind them of those they've lost.
I took him to the airport when he headed to Vietnam, one of the last to see him alive.
Bringing them together on a plot of land initially meant to keep them apart.
Well, when the land was deeded, that area was deeded as Guyton Cemetery. This area was deeded as the cemetery for colored people.
Upkeep and burials here were generally left to the families who often didn't have extra time or money to spare.
We have so many unmarked graves here.
So, like they once did as children, Robert, Lucy, and Pearl returned to Fergerson.
I feel that we need to preserve it.
For starters, addressing those unmarked graves by building crosses of their own.
At least let everybody know that there is someone here and they are due respect.
But hopefully they won't be unknown for much longer.
I have for several years taken pictures for Find a Grave, where people want a picture of a relative's headstone and they live out of state.
Joni Clark first stumbled upon Fergerson hoping to quickly document the 50 graves she saw listed online.
Well, we came out here and there were certainly more than 50 graves.
In fact, so far, they're up to 496. And once Joni started, well, she couldn't stop.
It just hit me differently than any other cemetery I've worked in.
And it showed Sadie as his wife.
So she teamed up with Robert, Lucy, and Pearl to not only document the headstones, but tell the stories of the names they bear.
It just gives you pride, I think, in being able to know who you are, where you came from, who your people are.
It's through their stories we find life in this old cemetery, and a reminder that gone doesn't mean forgotten.
There are a lot of people, and more so now, that care about Fergerson and the people buried here, and that it's not just a cemetery down the street.
In Guyton, Sam Bauman, WTOC News.
And although they've made great progress, friends of Fergerson say they still have a long road ahead of them, including finding unmarked graves and hopefully expanding the cemetery. For more information on how you can help them, head over to our website, WTOC.com.